Hi, guys. How are you today? Time to talk housewives. Today, we're going to talk about this crazy book, Not All Diamonds and Rose, the book that came out that's been spilling all of these housewives' secrets. I mean, and it's explosive. It really is. So, let me go ahead, play my intro, allow more people into the room, and then we'll get right into it. Hi, guys. How are you? What's going on here? Hi, Perry.
Hey, what's up? Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday, TGIF. I love me the weekends. Have you guys noticed I take the weekends off now? Like I might do love after lockup, but I used to work 7 days a week and I have slowed down and I can't help but to enjoy it. I like it
Yeah,
a
thank
lot.
God.
Huh? We were working so hard. We were tiring out everybody. And I just woke up one day and said, I need to slow down. And I have been, and I like it. I feel lazy sitting around on the weekends,
There's
but it
nothing
feels
wrong with it.
good. So
There's
I'm
nothing
really
wrong with
happy it's Friday. Okay, let's talk about this. Well, before I get started, if you haven't already signed up for Perry's hotline, don't forget to sign up. The phone number is area code 702-553-3288.
Yep. It's the place to go, people.
I knew you were going to say that. I just tried
This
to
is the
get
place
away
to go.
with
You know, I'm
just
just gonna
giving
say,
out the
like,
phone number.
that hotline is the place to go. Perry's YouTube channel at 5 o'clock today is the place to go. We just hang out and have fun, people. That's what's
Listen,
up.
when you slow down, you miss a lot of stuff. I do, but it feels good. I had to have a life. I've been going strong for 4 years, and it was getting to me. But now I just whatever I feel that's interesting, I talk about. And one of the things I find interesting to talk about is this book, Not All Diamonds and Rose. I don't understand the purpose of this book. It was produced by Andy Cohen's publishing company. When the hell did he get a book publishing company? Okay, that's number one. And it says it throws the housewives under the bus. It's telling all their secrets and whatnot and what really went down. And sometimes it doesn't even portray him in a good light. Well, what is he getting out of this, Perry?
I don't know. Cash. You know what? I
Oh,
mean, because if you think about it, it's the opportunity. People always wonder what's going on behind the scenes on all these shows. He
mm-hmm.
would be the person that know. He would be the
Oh,
person.
my boy's in the house. Send
He
Gabor
would.
the link, Perry.
Okay, he would be the boy, the person that knows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
So,
it's making it's not a good look. So let's get started on what is. Let's talk about this Monique Samuels situation, okay? So when it all happened, when it all went down, I told everyone that I heard rumors that Monique got fired, and people tore into me. Shut up! I think somebody people might even call me the B word. You don't know, you don't know what you're talking about. She didn't get fired, da 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 da. Da. And I'm saying the word is she got fired, and she got fired because the cast members are upset with her, with the exception of Ashley and Karen, and production is upset with her. And she got fired in Bravo style, which is I'm going to offer you the shittiest contract you ever seen. And we're going to hope that you walk away from it. If you don't walk away from it, we're going to humiliate you. That's
wow.
with everybody, not just the Black housewives. And they allow you to make up any lie you want, just leave, basically. Okay. And I'm trying to tell you, it's true. No one believes me. They go, she didn't get fired, or Vicky didn't get fired, or Tamara didn't get fired. Hey, Gabor.
What's good?
We're
What's up?
trying to
What's
give
up?
you the day off. What are you doing here?
Nothing much. Just at the house chilling.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So we're talking about this book. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
that has all these housewives secrets. So it's a guy, he's a journalist. His name is David Quinn. He gave over 500 interviews, asking them certain questions and whatnot. Perry's right, the almighty dollar. I don't know what made him do this book.
So basically, they tried to do the book like they did on The View, where they went and interviewed all of the castmates or all of the people they ever served, and asked them behind the scene questions, right?
Right.
Okay.
But they answered. They answered honestly, huh?
If it's my publishing company, they don't have to answer. I mean, if anybody know what's going on, it would be Andy. You know what I'm saying? You know how people say the walls talk, and most people are like, hey, I wish I was inside to find out what's going on. He would know.
But there's certain things you don't want out there, like what I'm about to get into now. Okay. So I had told everyone that Monique got fired, and no one believed me. And they fired her because nobody wanted to work with her. And that's a rule. If they can't get the other housewives to work with you and they have to start filming you separate, it's a problem. Not just for the Black housewives, because that's going to come up too. Everyone's saying that Bravo's racist. Also, the production company didn't like her. So what happened? The fight took place. Andy claims he was neutral during the whole thing. Candace felt like he didn't help her. And Monique felt like he helped her. But anyway, they're saying somebody leaked all the information. They said Monique leaked all the information to the blog because she wanted to sway public opinion. And she denied it and whatnot. And so let's pick up and get into the book. And what else? Did I leave anything out before I start showing these excerpts? So this was Candace, huh?
You didn't leave nothing out.
Go ahead.
You didn't leave nothing out. You said you didn't leave it out.
All right. So and he broke it down into who said what about the subject. So we're talking about the fight. Candace says, Bravo didn't give a F about me and how traumatic and horrible this situation has been to me. Yes, I've been reached out to and approached and checked on more times than I can count. But in my eyes, they're just doing it to avoid litigation. Okay, that was her first thoughts on what happened. It gets more graphic. Monique's thoughts on what happened. She says, Andy also told me something I really held on to. He said, look, not saying that anything is right, but there's a thing called cause and effect. If you keep poking a bear, the bear is going to bite back. He wasn't condoning violence and taking sides. I still own my part in it, but he said, just do what you can. Okay. So right now they're both claiming to been contacted by Andy, but Candace isn't feeling like she's getting, I don't know what she wants. No one cared. I'll put it that way. So, but this
maybe you just got into a fight. You got your wig pulled a little bit. You got your head slapped a couple of times. That was it.
Yeah. Maybe
couldn't have been me, but that was it.
But here's the thing. So he interviewed the vice president of Truly Original, which is the production company, Lorraine Lawson. Lawson. Let me make this bigger so people can see she said to Dave Quinn. Ooh. She said Monique is intoxicated by the fame. Intoxicated, but at the same time she would deny that she had anything to do with leaking this story. She'll tell you, I only told 2 people. Okay, well then, Monique, they told the blogs. You know what you're doing.
Amen. I said it last year. Amen.
She went on record, and this is a VP. When I tell you guys they did not like Monique, I'm not joking. When I say she was fired by giving the shittiest contract known to man, I'm trying to tell you. They accused her of going to the blogs, and think about what happened. She said that she quit because, I don't know, she said that her husband didn't like this environment and whatnot. Then she gave a classic interview. And if you think about it, Bravo does not like any other housewives to interview with the blogs. They just don't. It's like pulling teeth. We can't get any major cast members on the show without an extra special approval. And I can think of one blogger that interviewed a current cast member, and that was last season DJ Richie. They don't like you to go to blogs. When she got fired, she went on a blog, talk shit. She did talk shit, and they were pissed. They talk shit about Bravo and how, you know, it was so hard working there and taking up all of her time, and they butted heads. She did not leave on good terms. And I don't know what VP would give an interview and call someone basically say, you got a big ego and you're intoxicated with fame.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Well,
Does it make sense to you?
No, it's also what the girls are saying on the show. They have been saying that for years, that she's very into what she looks like on the show. You know what I'm saying? She wants to put out there that she's this type of woman. You know what I'm saying? She's very intoxicated by how she is perceived on the show. They've been saying that for years.
Okay. I can't take this call. Hold on. Oh gosh.
But yeah, Monique had said last year in the after show, she had admitted in the after show when they was filming during the season, she didn't say it on the show.
Okay.
But in the after show, Monique did say that she had family in town, and she told her family and she told a friend, and they leaked it to the blog. But girl, you know what she was doing. Like the
you think she leaked it to the blogs too?
Of course she did. Of course she did.
Yeah.
She don't know how to play the game. She don't know how to play the game. You could have leaked the story to the blog without having it so heavily skewed against Candace, making it look neutral. You won the fight clear as day. You get what I'm saying? So all you had to just say was, Monique beat the hell out of Candace. Monique fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That's all you had to say. You didn't have to say what happened before. All you had to just put out there was, you know, Monique beat Candace's ass. You know, and that would have been it. That would have been it. That's all she had to say. She didn't have to say the girl through no wine at her. You know, she just wanted to be painted as a victim.
Okay. Also, according to the rumors, she wanted it to appear that Bravo was on her side and whatnot, and she would say that Andy's really supporting her. Andy comes out in this interview and says, I never reached out to Monique. She reached out to me and asked if I was available, and she said she wanted to speak with me. That's how our conversation happened. She wanted to plead her case and tell me her side of things. She wanted to prove to me that Candace provoked her. So he's claiming I didn't treat anyone different than the other. Right. That's what he's saying. He's saying because after that fight with Kenya and Portia with the scepter, do you guys remember that season? He said during that taping, he didn't realize that Kenya was provoking Portia. And so he didn't want to take a side. He wanted to take a good look at everything and make sure that Candace really brought this on herself. Okay, now it gets crazier than this. Let me go down. So, and Candace, I know, and I'm going to say this neutrally, made a big to-do out of this. She's acting like she's so hurt, but I really think she just didn't like Monique. Because, like you said, everybody, okay, it got out of hand, but sticky notes, no one's taking care of me. Right. I'm going to sue. I did not understand. And she could have, at that time, if Monique would have handled the situation different, got more support behind the scenes, but they don't like her. But this is the comment that everyone is calling Andy Cohen racist. And let's talk about this. And he said this on the record. He says, we don't like when shit like this happens. He's talking about the fight. It's a bad look for the series. It's not why we created this series. The show is not meant to be the bad girls club. It's not to be love and hip hop.
No, he didn't.
You're feeling some type of way about that too, Gabor?
Yeah, I don't like that.
People are saying Andy Cohen is racist. I believe Freddie came on the other day and said he thinks Andy Cohen is racist. Is that a racist statement to you, Perry? Because those are African-American shows.
It's definitely a filter there because, I mean, what do you mean by love and hip hop? I mean, now we know how love and hip hop are. So you saying, hey, it wasn't meant to be gangster like love and hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
I mean, I know. Look at my poor little Sky. That
Hey,
is racist.
Scar. But it's not racist, right?
You don't.
right,
But it's not racist. But the thing is, what you didn't say all of that shit when Lisa Rinna threw that water in my girl face and Kim face, because that could have got out of hand real quick. She threw wine in her face and busted glass on the table. You get what I'm saying? It was just that Kim backed up, but they could have got the fighting real bad. When Brandy threw that water in Eileen face, it could have went bad real quick. You just have a person you know, it takes two people to get into a fight. You get what I'm saying? Unfortunately, with Monique, with Candace, she was right there, and Monique was like, "Oh, bitch, you fight me!" Like, and she grabbed her. You know what I'm saying? So it could have went that way with any of those girls. I don't like the whole Love and Hip Hop reference.
right.
Yeah, okay. But here's the thing that also confuses me. Why would he say this if he knows it's going to be quoted in a book?
But it was just like, I'm looking down on those other shows. It's like one of those other shows, like Love and Hip Hop. We're better than that. That's not why this show was created. Please.
Right.
I seen once somebody grabbed somebody's hair in a shoe store one time on New Jersey. I didn't see the whole episode, but somebody grabbed somebody's ponytail.
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about Danielle Staub pulling somebody's ponytail off.
Yeah, somebody threw some water in her face.
Yeah,
grabbed her hair.
Well, who was Margaret? Yes, they had, and then New Jersey had an actual fist fight with the two Joes. Do you remember that? It was wild. It was wild. So I don't know why.
For sure. I mean, this is what I think. I think a person would say that if they don't think nothing of what they're said. Like, he don't see nothing wrong with that. And then technically, like the boy said, I wouldn't really say it's a racist thing, because really, let's think about it. Love and Hip Hop do got that reputation, but some things you don't want to really like put reference to like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like edgy from other things people already think about him.
But what happens is, though, you have Andy who got Real Housewives of Atlanta, and they really let him talk freely, so he get to think that he could say anything he want. You know what I'm saying? Because he was, quote unquote, invited to the picnic. You don't get to say whatever you want to say, because that was out of line and it could have been taken the wrong
Andy
way.
has an ego, like Perry's saying, and feels that he can just say these things because it's his publishing company that's putting this book out, and it's not portraying you in a good light. Who says that?
Well, I mean, with that, he don't really see it portraying him in a bad light. What he see is his name is all over this thing, and he's making money from it.
But it didn't stop him from showing it, though. It didn't stop y'all from showing it. Y'all didn't have to show it.
Ooh,
y'all showed the fight from beginning to end.
That is so true.
Right, exactly.
It didn't stop you from showing it.
I'm going to
take part of him saying that he don't want to be that, but then I think he enjoyed it at the same time because it brings ratings. Ratings bring him more fame. He's intoxicated with fame.
Anyway, let me go on to another thing that was saying. So yesterday, it was Lisa Rinna who came out and said that Lisa Vanderpump organized the whole Yolanda Munchausen plot against Yolanda. Do you guys remember this?
Yeah, I can believe that.
I think she forgot she said in this book. Let me make it big so you could say it. See it.
You want me to read it?
No, I got it.
Okay.
She says, my longtime hairdresser, Faye Woods, and I discussed about Munchausen. She told me she knew someone who had Munchausen. And given what she'd seen on the show and online, she felt Yolanda's actions were quite similar. That was when I first looked up the M word. I passed the information along to Kyle. Then when we had sushi at Sue, we spoke of the conversation I had with Faye Woods and we discussed Yolanda's Instagram pics. There was no ill intent on either of our parts. And again, I'm telling you, I'm the one who brought this topic to the girls. She's talking to David Quinn.
Who's saying this?
Who
is saying this? Who's
It's
saying
Lisa.
this? Lisa. Okay.
Lisa admitting that she was the one behind the plot. She discussed it with her hairdresser, and then she told Kyle about it. And then she says right here, I am telling you, David, she's talking to David, I'm the one who brought this topic to the girls. I have not and will not pass blame about this within our group. I was the one to bring the M word, not LVP, as Yolanda said at Kyle's party.
Yeah.
She just came out yesterday and said it was Lisa Vanderpump that created this plot, and I just went along with it, and I'm ashamed of that. Do you guys remember she said that? I'm ashamed of who I was then. The book comes out the next day, and here you are saying I am responsible. LVP takes a screenshot of it, puts it on her Instagram, and then says, this is just too much. Why would this book get published? I don't understand it. Why talk about these things when you know what really happened? Is Andy trying to make these housewives look bad? Then he talks about the fight between Kim Zolciak and Nene. They actually got into a fist fight in the parking lot, like Kim Zolciak said.
Okay, and then the question you said is, why would somebody make a book like this, right?
Yeah.
Why would he want to have an entertainment?
My question is, why would Andy Cohen okay this book?
No, I'm telling you why. Because he know that it's interesting. A lot of people want to know these things, and we're talking about it. Mm-hmm. If you're talking about it, people spending money on the book.
But we're talking about Andy Cohen is racist. That's what we're talking about.
No. But no, well,
we're talking about his
people can talk about it, huh?
We're talking about his main what were we going to call Lisa Rinna? Gopher is admitting to things that shouldn't be in the public. This is making her look bad because she's telling us, yeah, we pre-plan storylines. We plant things on people to make them look bad. Make it make sense.
Well, she's saying that they're planning things, and you don't care if they go down.
But he's throwing his housewives under the bus.
Well, that's I'm saying sometimes, but it's profitable. He's making money off of it.
Let's start with these questions.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, you don't care.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, darling. Love you.
Hey, what's up?
And I still want to say congratulations on your podcast.
Oh,
yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I think we got an echo here. Anyone hear an echo? Okay.
Is that my dog snoring?
Hello?
It may be. Lisa, why would Andy Cohen put this book out?
Baby, that's to make money. To get himself back out there, honey. I don't know why he put that book out there. This is all that stuff is irrelevant to me.
Why would he allow?
It's so relevant.
Why would he allow the vice president of the production company to come out and basically say Monique is a egomaniac?
Well, the girls been like Gore been saying. Girls been saying that for seasons. She was like,
but you don't want an executive to say that on the record.
The executive that's telling the truth.
But we can't.
They telling the truth what's going on behind the scenes.
Now, you know, I don't really.
Behind the scenes.
But we can't say that, Lisa. We can't say that, Lisa, because it could be payback from the way Monique left the show.
Yeah, that's payback. Nobody in their right mind.
Too. He might be mad at Lisa Vanderpump and Monique and a lot of more housewives because Candace and Ebony and Luann them was on the red carpet at the book launch park in New York City.
And do you think Andy's love and hip hop comment is racist?
Yeah, kind of. It's here.
Hey, Mill.
What's up, everybody?
What the hell he been? On vacation.
It says, I said right there on the board. I'm just gonna say, and I say this all the time. Now, some people might not be racist. They don't think about the things what they be saying.
Is he egotistical, in your opinion?
Yes, he is.
He need to be checked.
Yes, he does.
That's the way I see him.
They're trying to take him to the reunion. They're trying to invite him to the barbecue. Look, he needs to be checked. He didn't barbecue. You know what I'm saying? He don't wore out his welcome.
Yeah,
It's called
you know
racial
what I'm saying?
undertones. It definitely has some
definitely
racial
is racial
undertones.
Mims, you think it has racial undertones?
Of course. I mean, that would be like him equating what Teresa did to mob wives. We never heard him say,
Yeah,
we don't want to be mob wives. So yeah, he definitely treats the black franchises different than he treats like Beverly Hills.
Because
You did a whole
he ain't saying nothing about Teresa flipping that table, say you prostitute.
wait, Teresa pushed him.
Oh,
Get
that's
the table.
right.
Teresa
That's
pushed him.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think
at
Andy,
the reunion when she was kind of coming at Danielle and he stood up, kind of get in the middle, and she pushed him.
Andy's looking for the bottom line. He knows he's probably like risking his job soon, so why not make as much money as he can? He gave this interview for that.
Here's another theory that the super chat is saying. The entire franchise needs a boost because of poor ratings. So this book keeps us talking and hopefully tuned in. It's a great marketing tool for Bravo. I think she nailed it. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that's
I
true.
agree.
100%. To me, I think New York. I think to New York, Orange County, and Beverly Hills, all them women need to be fired. They need to come back with a brand new cast and start back over. Okay.
But we already know the formula now. We already know the behind the scenes. We already know the formula. So you already know what to do when you come on the show. For example, Mia. You know what I'm saying? Mia came on the show really going at everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then now the storyline for this girl on Salt Lake City now is her husband want to have sister wife or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just to have people interested, to keep people interested. You think I believe that?
Yeah, that's a setup.
They probably do. I mean, they probably don't want to have sister wife. You want behind me though. But I'm gonna tell you, but you know, let me tell you something about that Candace and Monique. Now, y'all already know how I feel about that. But
how do you feel about it?
I always say, Monique knew who to pick with, who not to pick with. Don't you remember? I'm gonna tell you, don't you remember when they were sitting down when Ash had that baby, she had that sipping tea. When Candace had got up and walked away, Monique was kind of get her to talk to Shanice or whatever they go. Shasha. And Shasha was like, well, then you came out the can, you can't come and say nothing to me. And see, Shasha was ready for her. You know what I'm saying?
And she got the running, huh?
She got the running like her panties on fire, baby. Like she.
But see, in the book though, I seen some little things of the book on Twitter, and you know, Robin said, you remember they talked about Robin walking up on Monique with that umbrella, and Robin said she knew she wasn't gonna do nothing because she was all talk.
Yeah, let me ask you. That's why I always say, do I believe now? And I still don't believe. I still don't believe to this day because for me, I've been there. I'm telling you something. I've been there. The girl told me, she said, come on, bring it on. I said, who you talking to? You talking about me?
Yeah,
she said, yeah, baby. No, she told me. And I said, you talking about me? Come on, bring it on. Baby, I bump up against her. She from get the real side of Memphis, Tennessee, baby.
So you touched her first. So you was the aggressor. You touched her first. You bumped into her.
No.
But all she was doing was talking. You didn't have to bump up into that girl like that.
So you was knocking and bucking.
I was gonna let her know how nice I am.
You hit her first though.
But now I did.
Sharrell,
you was the aggressor.
Hold on, Lisa. Hold on a second. Go ahead, Mims.
You mentioned something about egotistical. If you want to talk egotistical, look at what he did to what's her name, Ratcliffe, the girl from New York, where he said he made her. Yeah. This woman has won Pulitzer Prizes and stuff. How could you think that you made her, putting her in a reality show? She's worth $50 million and was married to a prince. What makes you think that being on the Housewives of New York was even at the top of her resume?
So you think Andy's egotistical?
Yeah,
out of this world.
He is a diva of all the housewives.
What do you guys think about Monique? Do we think she got fired now, or do we think she quit?
Yeah, I definitely think she was gonna get a demotion. They were gonna
for sure
phase her out of the show. So she just left before they could do it to her.
And that's the same thing. I mean, getting a demotion, the same thing as being fired. It's a gentle way.
I was in love with Monique. I was a big fan.
You don't like Monique anymore?
No. She's over there, baby. She's over. I told you up there with Portia.
Not that girl over there.
Yeah. She over there with Portia.
Wait, hold on, Lisa. I think you forgot how hard you went.
No.
Monique, I mean, Lisa, I think you forgot how hard you went for Monique. And now you're just going to throw it in my lap. That's why I hate the bitch.
I was good.
I mean, my problem, she threw Portia name in there.
Yeah, Portia.
And she good, though. She good.
Portia, Jane, and Monique, that can sit up to the side, baby. I'm not no king, no baby.
But Lisa, you act just like Monique. You said that girl had said what you gonna do, and you went and you bumped that girl. You touched her first. So you act just like Monique.
You pulled up to her bumper.
Now she was coming at me. She wanted to fight.
But she all she said, you said that she, when you just told the story, you said she said something to you and you went and bumped her. So you did the same thing Monique did. Come on, then, bring it on.
You said you talking to me? You talking to me?
Yeah.
Go Borgia called you out,
baby. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm from Orange Mountain, baby. We don't play that.
And you got the right.
That's right, baby.
Okay,
you gonna bring it. You better bring that like my war sister said. If you like my war sister Shanika be saying, if you got that mouth, you better hide no hands.
But that's what Monique preached. That's what Monique said.
Reach out to Mona Scott and get her cast on Love and Hip Hop. I think Lisa's ready for Love and Hip Hop.
Nah, baby, Love and Hip Hop ain't ready for all this beauty, baby, dog, honey.
Let me read this super chat really quick. Hold on. Andy is racist. One excerpt from the book says Andy knew Croy brought a gun to the RHOA reunion because he was in fear of the black women.
No, LJ No, I did not hear that.
This is true.
What?
This is true. Well, he didn't say of the black women, of the women. No, I think it said black women.
Oh no.
Well, because Kim, okay, let's talk about Kim being the only black woman on that cast.
Well, when Chris brought his big ass out there, when Big Boy showed up, Andy was like, sit down. You know what I'm saying? And Corey got a whole gun. Yeah. Corey brought a pistol to the reunion for some women.
But wait, in ball gowns, Gabor. Women in ball gowns. When they gonna hide the gun?
Yeah, I mean, and hell, he was a tight end. He coming in about 6'4", 2 something.
Brought a gun. Now that is over. That is so.
I don't like that.
But why you bring the gun to? Why you bring the gun to a union for?
Someone said, "Oh yes, he brought the gun."
That's some Bad Girls Club stuff. That's some Bad Girls Club stuff.
Yeah, that's why he said the Bad Girl Club. This ain't what he like. That what he talking about. This ain't what this is. You bring up guns and stuff.
Hi, Kendrick.
No.
Hi.
Hey, Kendrick.
What's up, Kendrick?
How y'all doing?
Chilling.
Kendrick.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry, really quick. You brought a gun to the reunion, but your wife is throwing glasses at people because she was the only one that got physical. She threw a glass at Kenya. Like what?
Yep.
I don't remember her throwing a glass.
Yes, she did. When Kenya talked about her whole daughter.
Yep.
Sure did.
Oh wow!
Yep,
she was trying to act like she was trying to jump bad.
And Kenya didn't even say nothing. But I'm gonna tell you something. Kenya said picked up what Kim had said.
Kim started with Kenya. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was talking about her
and your whole daughter.
Lisa, did you have anything else to add? Because I have a long line. I want to bring people in because it's really crowded. Did you want to add anything else, Lisa?
No, I do not. Y'all have a lovely weekend.
You do the same.
Get your drink on, get your cocktails on, baby.
And don't you get the bumping into people. Need to somebody say something to you. That's all.
Baby, I don't do that. I'm a nice person.
You baby, just said that you did, though, boy.
I'm gonna tell them if you want to bring it.
You're a street fighter.
That's right, baby. Because if you bring it, I ain't gonna be like Kane. I ain't gonna hold my wig. I'm gonna take my wig out, baby.
She's gonna take that wig off. She's gonna reach in that purse and grab those brass knuckles.
All right, Miss Tennessee.
Don't feel
Bye.
Bye, Lisa.
I got a long line. Kendrick, what do you think about the things that I said? Is it Andy Cohen being really offensive when he compared the fight to the Bad Girls Club?
Yeah. So for me, I don't think he's racist personally. I don't think he was racist with that comment. I think for me, it was kind of like a stereotypical type of thing. You know,
right.
It's kind of like you've seen it before. You know, I think he was being stereotypical with it because you've seen the actions before, and then now all of a sudden, you know, you're comparing that to something that you've already seen on other shows. So I think he was being stereotypical.
After catching Lisa Rinna in a bold-faced lie, does she still deserve to be on the show?
Ugh. Oh God.
Well,
that little hedgehog with that wig needs to go.
Not a hedgehog.
Oh God. Yeah, she gotta go. Now, don't get me wrong. I do agree with Perry that she's entertaining, but I'm sick and tired of her child. I mean, she ain't bringing nothing other than.
Well, no, I mean, the reason why I don't think she had to go is not because of the lie. A lot of them gonna lie. I think that she just don't bring shit anymore. No storyline.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can't keep your husband under control, then hell, bye.
I mean, only thing Harry is keeping under control is his garden in the backyard. That's
okay.
Other than that, he ain't doing nothing else. He's doing
that garden in Canada.
Backyard.
And them nails.
Definitely not Lisa
and
Rinna's garden.
Yeah, right. And them nails. Right.
He's not tending to Lisa's garden.
Sky, what do you think about Croy bringing a gun to a reunion? A gun.
Oh,
I wish I could say I was surprised, but I mean, we saw reunion and we saw how Kim played herself as the white female victim, and I'm just like, their reaction isn't warranted because of your actions, girl. Bye.
See,
so, as a white man, you think Andy Cohen is racist?
I think he has shown that he's racist and ignorant because the way he treats the black cast, like Atlanta and Potomac, is completely different from the other housewife franchises. We've had Teresa flipping tables. We've had Beverly Hills with Kim and Lisa going at it. We've had Miami before it was, taken off. They got in a fist fight. Nothing.
Yeah, it was Adriana and Joanna, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. So to me, it's just very ignorant to make that comment, and it kind of just shows where his mind's at.
Yeah.
Do you think Monique handled the Candace situation wrong? Why did production turn on her so much where people are from the vice president of Truly Originals calling her egotistical? Do you agree with that comment? Do you think Monique is egotistical?
No, I think what happened was she wasn't going to return and she wasn't going to give them what they wanted, what the company wanted, what Bravo wanted.
What did they want?
They wanted her, I believe they wanted her to stay on. But I think she didn't return. And so they're kind of dragging her name through the mud. That's just my opinion.
They dragged her name through the mud. That comment was absolutely... Yeah. I mean, I just don't think Andy Cohen should let an executive say something like that.
They were going to invite her on the Real Housewives cast trip season 2, but she turned it down. I think they just don't like her.
Yeah.
I think
Chris made her leave. I think Chris made her leave.
She was boring. She can't even get anybody to tune into that podcast.
Oh. No, you didn't go there.
Super Chat says, Angela Simmons on Growing Up Hip Hop said the same thing when Brianna was try to talk to her. She said, this is not love and hip hop. She did say that.
But it hits differently coming from a black woman saying it to a white man saying it.
You're saying that.
Right. No, I mean, that's what I get, though. But I'm thinking that I don't really think nobody looking at the statement itself as being racist. It's like stereotypical, like Kendrick said. But I think it's from his other actions, like what Sky's talking about. When you start seeing a whole bunch of situations where this person is leaning too far to the left or to the right, you know what I'm saying? Then you can make this call. But I don't think it's because of that one statement.
Did y'all hear what Candace said about Andy? I don't think that she's gonna be returning back.
What'd she say?
Candace was
saying, I think it was along the lines of like Andy didn't give a fuck about me and all that type of stuff.
I have that. Do you want me to read it?
She said
hold on, let me read this really quick. Nene ain't lie about Andy. In her words, she made him and not the other way around. Also, Andy mentioned that he likes to see Monique a part of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Monique? Has anybody else heard that?
And I love Monique, but oh no, honey, you will get eaten alive.
If Kenya get hooked to that ass, that's up.
No.
You say if she comes, you're out.
Well, yeah, that's what I said. No. I like Monique, but not for Atlanta. Oh,
I don't.
Well, they're having
Me
cast
neither.
issues over there. So.
I don't like her.
She would
I
get
used
eaten
to,
alive in
y'all know,
Atlanta.
I used to like Monique until season 5. I used to like Monique, but
I can't find my statement. Go ahead, Gabor. What did the statement say? I had
she
it.
basically said that she was trying to reach out to Andy and was always against his assistant, and he never replied. And she basically said Andy don't give a F about her or the girls. You know what I'm saying? He just is making money off their backs to feed his son.
Right.
Pretty much.
She said that when she seen him, she told him that to his face.
Yeah, I
can see
gotta
that.
find that statement. That's exactly what she said.
I can see that. I mean, I've watched Housewives for years, and that's what I see all the time.
Yeah, stop you.
He's just there.
But this is
get his check, and that's it. Period.
But this is where the comment fails because you came back.
Right.
You came back.
That is
You
true.
came back.
That is true.
Because she needs the check.
Is this the comment, Gabor? I even reached out to Andy's assistant and asked for him to call me. Nothing. That's effed up. I know he has well over 100 housewives all texting and calling him all the time. But how many of them were physically attacked on camera by their co-star? The fact that he couldn't even schedule 10 minutes to reach out to me. You don't give a F. You are making money off our backs and feeding your son with it. Ooh. And you just don't give a F about us. And you can't tell me that you do. And when I saw him, I said it to his face. Is what she's saying true? He seems to be throwing his housewives under the bus.
I mean, Anna don't give a damn about them, child. I mean,
I'm proud.
I mean, seriously.
I'm proud she said it to the face.
I mean, it's no surprise. I mean, I can see Candace saying that.
It depends on how you said it, though. She was she crying with a tissue? Was she crying with a tissue and said, "You don't give a damn about us"? You know, it's all that
fresh box of Kleenex or Charmin.
Yeah, did she say it like Sharrell? Did she say it like Sharrell read it, or did she have a tissue in her hand and was crying it out like she was on the roof? You don't care about us. You're just using the money. It's a total difference in the way you say it now.
Sky, is Andy throwing his housewives under the bus, or is he being a great producer? Like, you're a number to me.
I think that this book was released so that it will give storylines for the next seasons of the Housewives to come. Because we already see how the Housewives are kind of going back and forth about what was said in the book. I think this is going to play out into
oh my God, Sky. You are so right. Andy is messy.
Oh yeah, he been messy boots. I mean, come on now, he been messy boots for years. I mean, it's a desperation for ratings. It's a desperation for money. It's a desperation of relevancy from his part. That's what it is. I mean, call a spade a spade. That's really what it is. That's why it's out there. Otherwise, nobody ain't gonna even talking about it. Nobody ain't thinking about Andy Cohen, child. Who cares?
But all the housewives are tweeting about it now. Even LVP is trying to clear her name.
And Perry, I kept saying, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. I think Sky has figured it out.
I agree with Sky on that.
Yeah. Yep. And hell, and actually, when you think about it, it was quite genius.
Yeah, it's genius, especially if I'm desperate as hell and everything is tanking a little bit and here and there. Hell yeah, I would do some shit like that. That's
where you from, Kendrick?
I'm from Alabama, born and raised. I've been trying to tell y'all that for a long time, but I keep forgetting. Yeah, I'm from Alabama, born and raised, baby.
All right, guys. Let me bring in some new callers.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling in, Mims. It was nice.
Bye, Mims.
All right.
Later, Mims.
Bye, Kendrick.
Kendrick.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, Sky.
Bye, Kendrick. Bye, Sky.
Bye-bye.
I think Sky figured it out. That is so true.
It can make sense.
Hey.
What's up, Ruth?
Hey,
before I bring you up.
Hey, sweetheart.
Hi, Ruth. Sound off. We've been talking about a lot. What did you want to add to the conversation?
And I don't know who is saying no, he couldn't be racist. No, but you know he is racist. And let me tell you why. Mm-hmm. Do you remember Joe Giudice and Joe Goga when they fought? That was a real fight. Do you remember when Jackie's daughter, what's her name? pulled Danielle's hair.
Ashley. Yeah.
She pulled the hair. Do you remember when Lisa Rina broke the glass?
Yo, you're saying they've been having love and hip hop behavior for a long time.
Let's face it. Do you remember when Brandy slapped Lisa? Vanderpump.
That's true. Yeah.
And then do you remember Teresa pushing Andy, little Andy, back in the seat, and Danielle stabbed
who Danielle stabbed? Somebody got stabbed?
No, not stabbed.
Danielle.
Pulled her. She said Danielle Staub.
Danielle pulled Margaret's hair. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Do you remember Margaret's husband being pushed in the water? What's her name? Margaret pushing Danielle's husband in the water.
Oh my God, pool? I forgot about that. Yeah.
So now, all this ghetto shit happening on the same damn show. You're gonna talk about, love and hip hop. The guy is racist. I don't know how,
But Ruth, somebody in the chat, they said, can Ruth say Andy is the AB?
Yeah, he's a bitch. You guys are so bad.
But here's the thing. Andy has a history of also doing, if you're not his favorite, he'll do you wrong. Like he did Danielle Staub.
Let me tell you what he does. Andy will be close to you as long as he can use you. Once he's done using you,
bye-bye.
Okay?
Yeah.
He was very close with Nene. Very close with Nene.
Yeah.
When he was done, he was done. And the only reason why they don't like Monique, because Monique's husband has got, he's got money, he's loaded, and they don't like Black people who are successful. That's just bottom line. And people need to get it. Once a Black person is successful, they don't like your ass.
Whoa, you're laying it on us. You said Andy doesn't like Monique because Chris is rich.
He's loaded. I mean, poor Andy I don't think he can match Chris. I don't think so. Can he walk away from Bravo? I don't think so.
Andy?
Yeah. Can he walk away?
At this point, I think he could. I don't think he wants to.
Yes. And guess after building a brand on Black women's backs, because if it wasn't Nene and them, the whole entire Bravo franchise wouldn't be where it is if it wasn't for Black people. I don't care what you say about my people. We the bomb. Yes, honey, we the bomb.
Okay. Let me ask you this, Ruth. What's the difference between being a ruthless businessman and being a racist? Well, could Andy be mistakenly just a ruthless businessman that he will cut you no matter what color you are? Explain the difference. Why you think he's racist instead of ruthless?
He never criticizes the things that are done, the same things that are being done by the white counterparts. He never has a problem with it. He never has a problem with it. Anything that what's her name? The lady with big lips. What's her name?
Lisa Rina?
No.
There's someone with bigger lips?
Yeah, what's her name? Oh, the wife to Croy.
Kim.
Oh, Kim.
Yeah, Kim, yes. Do you think her behavior on the show would have been tolerated if she was Black?
But you didn't answer my question. He has his favorites, right?
Yes.
Would you agree with that?
Yes.
He has his favorites. And you're saying all his favorites are white?
No. He has a Giselle right now. Wait and see how Giselle will be dumped. And she got no backup. All she has is, luggage. So I don't know what she gonna do. She got no man to cry on, I don't know. She's going to be dumped very soon.
But what Sharrell's saying is that he would dump a white woman too. So I mean, she's trying to figure out.
And her thing is, which white woman has he dumped? That's what she's saying.
Oh, well,
He at some point. Okay, let me just say it like this: do you think Kim Zolciak deserved a
Her
spin-off.
own show?
For
Yes,
8
yeah.
seasons?
Other
No,
than
No.
yeah,
Uh-uh.
other than Nene.
No, Kim Zolciak definitely gets favorites. She just does.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
And I
not
get
fair the way he treats the black counterparts with the way he treats the white ladies. It's not fair. And not only that, he had a problem with Monique saying that my husband has got a very huge portfolio. He had a problem doing that. But did you see when Erica said that she couldn't walk away because the little check she was getting, she was giving to the blind man, the bastard man? Like, hello.
Oh, hey, Obi.
Hi, Obi.
Hey guys.
Oh,
Yeah, I
what
just
did
I
you-
just agree with what you just said, Ruth. So
Yeah.
I think that's why he has an issue with Monique. So when Monique referred to her husband, like what she's making on the show being chicken change or whatever she said, nickel and dime. To
Obi,
what her
are you
husband-
from Africa?
I'm from Nigeria.
Yay! What up? Yay!
Yeah. So I really think that's what it is.
Okay.
I think this book coming out is definitely a plot to a storyline to keep people interested.
Right.
I think Adi is actually a racist. That's my own personal opinion. And that's
Thank
because
you.
of things I've seen right from the beginning of when Bravo started to now, things that I've personally observed. I think he is, even if he doesn't want to say it or not.
I don't care what anyone says, that man is racist. And for me, we ain't doing that.
I have a question for Gabor though. Gabor, so basically the Lisa and the Lisa Rina and Lisa Vanderpump's Munchen housing gate. Do you really think it was Lisa Rina or Lisa Vanderpump? What do you think personally?
She admitted it, Obi. She admitted it was Lisa Rinna.
It sounds like she's lying. I mean, I don't know who is telling the truth then, to be honest. Like now, I don't know who's telling.
Obi, she said it was
I really thought it
her.
was Lisa Vanderpump because I know Lisa Vanderpump can be messy sometimes. Although I really like her.
Me too.
Well, Gabor, you answer his question.
So I think that Lisa probably did come back with the story about Munchausen, but I think that Lisa probably was like, let's use this for the show.
Yeah, I think Lisa Vanderpump was the one that wanted to bring it to the show.
You remember Camille called her out
Who
because
said
Camille,
Andy is not racist? I don't know what you're drinking. Just keep drinking that Kool-Aid.
you remember when Camille
Okay, let me give you another example. Remember when Luan the Jessups came as a blackface? Why wasn't that a problem? When Kenya dressed up the way she dressed up, why did Kenya have to apologize?
Oh my God! Yes.
Where is the apology to the world from Luan dressing as a blackface?
Yes.
It's actually even way worse than what Kenya did.
This is what I think.
I haven't seen
about
the
that.
apology now till today. So
I think
there's some bias going on.
some people, and stop me if I'm wrong, good boy, some white people really could be tone deaf. Like because I have a white friend, this is so funny, that he was going to dress, he was doing a parody and he was going to dress as a black person and he put dark skin on his face. And I said, you can't go on like that. And he was like, why not? And I was like, you will get crucified. I said, that's blackface. Do you think some white people are just tone deaf?
So you call that tone deaf?
Yeah, he really was getting ready to go on camera dressed like he was doing a parody and he was going to dress like a black woman. I had to stop him. Like, no, you cannot do that.
What would really make a white person paint themselves black? What would really make them do that?
Tone deaf.
I don't think so. I really don't think so.
I think some people, but actually, Ruth, I personally still think some people are ignorant too. That's true.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Ignorant, tone deaf. Like you don't. Why would
Obi, let me ask you a question. Are you here in the US?
Yeah, I'm in the US, yeah.
Okay. Now let me ask you. So the way the lifestyle here is, just the way they treat people. Period. Are you telling me you cannot put one and one together to say, I cannot do this, I'll offend somebody? Come on.
That's what I'm saying. So it takes like I agree with what Pascal just said. Ignorance is not an excuse. So, but I still believe that some people are truly purely ignorant, and they don't even know what they're doing. Like, then when people begin to like educate them and tell them and like, hey, so you know how this made me feel? Can you see how this is affecting people? Some of them actually do change. And some of them realize that what the things they were doing was they were not really thinking about it when they were doing it. So I personally, even me myself, the reason why I believe that is because I may have even done and said some things myself that I wouldn't have thought would have been offensive to another race. That is like pure, So I definitely still feel there are some people that are just ignorant. But now we're in 2021. And I just feel like we've gone so far, we've moved on so far. So there are some things that I should just not be seeing anymore.
What is this statement?
I refuse. Stop giving excuses for these racists.
I'm not giving excuses for people.
No, I refuse.
I'm giving people the benefit of doubt. Still.
Okay. You so good. You so good, Obi. Not me.
I personally believe that there's some racism going on with the behavior that he has shown for years, like years and years and years of the same thing going on again and again. So I don't know. There's some questionable character there. So that's what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna get out right now. Okay.
Bye,
Obi. All right, Obi.
What happened to that guy? Did I hang up on him?
No,
I think I did. Hi, Race Woods. How are you?
Hi guys, how's everyone doing?
I think I just heard somebody.
I don't have an echo, do I, this time? Can you guys hear me?
Ma'am.
We can hear you.
Oh, yes. That's what I like to hear. Hi guys, I'm sorry. Honestly,
hold on 1 minute, Race Woods. What does intentional ignorance, purposeful bliss mean? What does that mean?
On purpose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This thing has been around for 400 years. Hello? And you're going to come out paint blackface? I will slap the dog shit out of you. Yeah, I don't play
go
that.
ahead, Race Woods. What were you going to say?
So this is my opinion of it. I think I said it last night. Like, definitely, or when I spoke to you last, I think that if we take the racist aspect of it, we definitely know that Andy has prejudiced ways. Because I don't think he's just against Black women, because he has some Black women that he keeps in his pocket. He keeps people around for specific reasons. But if you don't play his game, you are his enemy. You are his enemy. Because I believe those experts that they say about Monique, different things, they definitely see her as an enemy. She doesn't need them. Like I said before, her finances don't come from that show. And you don't ever want to be on Andy's show and be an enemy and make your own money. You'll never, like, production plays games all day, every day.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Sharrell.
Why do you think Andy even let this book to come out in the first place? Do you think he's playing games with that to turn the housewives against each other?
That too, but also, didn't you guys say it came from his own production company or what have you?
His publishing company, Andy
He's
Books.
making money off of this. Yeah. Imagine if I'm going to deliver the tea or there's going to be gossip about, I might as well put it out and make a profit off of it. So why not? And then I'm adding to my catalog of potential future storylines, arguments, things that are still going to bring the network money. It doesn't matter if I'm the enemy. I'm still a person that is powerful in this event. Like, although he could potentially get fired, that book is going to turn some heads and make some people be interested, because people are going to buy that book. They're going to tune in next season and want to see if things are going to play out from that book. It's going to do some things.
Right.
Emily, can I see your face for a sec? Okay, thank you. Go ahead. You can go back. All right. Hi, Emily. Sound off. What are your thoughts? Did I hang up on her?
Oh, yes, she
okay.
No.
What are your opinion on all of this? What we were talking about?
Well, I wanted to chime in because when you were talking about Danielle Staub earlier, and you thought someone said Danielle stabbed. Danielle was stabbed. You know this, right?
She was stabbed
by Teresa with a fork in the back.
Wait, whoa! What are you talking about?
This is in the book. This is in the book.
Oh,
yes. Danielle claims at the same event at the Posh Fashion Show.
Yes.
That Jacqueline's daughter Ashley pulled her hair. The same event. Danielle says she was stabbed in the back with a fork by Teresa, and she drug it down her back and had marks left on her back, but it was completely edited out.
What? What?
Wow.
Oh,
The
whoa.
plot thickens.
Yes. So when I heard that, I was like, oh my gosh, they said, and I thought somebody was going to talk about it when they said stabbed. And she was like, oh, I thought you said stabbed. And I was like, no, she really was stabbed. I'm going to call in right now. Like,
Okay, well, let me ask you, Emily, what's your opinion on Andy Cohen? Does he have his favorites? Is he ruthless or is he racist?
it's a really tough one for me. Like, there's been some questionable behavior. He definitely has his favorites. There's no doubt about that. But I don't really know. Like, Nene at one point was his absolute favorite.
We all remember that. Yeah.
You have to remember, she was the highest paid housewife on any franchise.
Yeah.
And behind her was Candy. You know, I don't know where I am on that. It's just confusing, but there's definitely some questionable behavior, behavior for sure.
Crazy.
I don't know what to say.
But do you guys remember the episode where Sonia hit that lady in the face with a wine glass bottle? And I don't think she ever apologized for that.
No, I don't remember that. Does anybody remember
when
that?
they were on the boat? I think, or is it? Hold on, it was what's her name? It was New York. Not Sonia. What is her name? Ramona. Remember when Ramona had the glass in her hand, and the girl said something to her, and she hit her in the face with the wine glass bottle and cut her lip.
What was that?
I don't know.
I forget what season it was. I'm telling you, you guys have to go back. Like they were saying before, there's a lot of times and instances on different seasons and different franchises where violence has occurred and they were never put to the fire like our franchises, and they're so harsh on the ones that they really want to nail, because not for nothing, like they were saying, I don't think Candace should be fired, but Candace is extremely aggressive, and then she wonders why she gets popped.
Yeah,
she's annoying.
She is.
I swear to God, if I was on that Potomac, I would be in jail by now. I would.
This is an interesting topic because it's so much going on. I'm gonna keep reading the book. I haven't got to the stab part.
It's just interesting that they covered up for Teresa like that, right?
That's a huge cover up.
Yeah,
Teresa is a huge favorite, though. You have
no wonder she ended up going to jail.
You heard Jackie. Did you learn that in prison?
She can do whatever she wants, and right now she is probably the favorite housewife of the whole franchise. Her and Kyle, I'm thinking. What do you guys think?
Kyle, no.
He doesn't like Kyle. I think Kyle just does her job. Kyle is simple as shit.
You don't think Andy likes Kyle?
It's not. She's not a favorite, though.
Anybody else agree with me? No. Okay.
I think he likes Kyle.
She's just been there for a minute. She just been there for a minute. She just been there since the beginning.
Right. It's not that he doesn't like her. She does what she does, and her time is gonna come, though. You realize that everyone.
You think Andy Cohen will fire Kyle?
No, he won't fire her. Not yet. She hasn't done anything enough to get fired, but I guarantee you a scandal is coming her way. Her and her husband, it's gonna come. Wow. Her day is coming too, and I guarantee you, he probably will do her like Erica. It'll be subtle with it, but the thing is that when the rules come, like when that time comes, it's gonna happen. But I don't think she's not a favorite. Like, she's just not top 5. She's not top 5, but she does her job.
But we'll see how much she like. We'll see how much he like Kyle when because it looked like he really like Kathy now, and he about to push Kyle.
That's what I wanted to say.
Yes, Kathy. She is fun though. You gotta say she's good TV.
He even had
Kathy, but if I say it, Gabor chops my head off.
No, we like Kathy. Kathy, she's not the queen.
Yeah,
but
she's not the queen.
Kathy got potential, but I don't like Kathy and Kyle being on the same show. I just don't like it.
But I seen a picture of Kathy sitting on Andy lap in the clubhouse, and he's supposed to be a gold star gay.
Look, someone said that Kathy interviewed. Kathy's not a main cast member. We forget that, but he treats her like she is.
I know.
He really does. She's
Kathy got that long money, and she's got connections. So Andy needs Kathy. Like, you got to think how many different people Kathy is familiar with and who she's chummy with. he wants to keep on moving up the ladder, and Andy knows what he's doing. He's moving strategically just like everybody else. He's just very good at it. And now it's just his time to be in the hot seat. He's going to get out of it and continue to be the slime ball that he is.
I mean, that woman doesn't even know how to plug in a fan. She got no.
Oh, God.
That's
Let's
it.
bring some more callers.
Damn.
Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Racewood. I appreciate the
Bye,
call.
Emily. Bye, Race. Y'all have a nice weekend.
Guys, thank you.
Bye-bye. So funny. Where's Ruth? Hold on. There. Hi,
Hey, Corey and Brandon.
Hi, Brandon. How are
Hey.
you?
What's happening?
Okay, Corey, sound off. What do you want to add to all of this?
Oh, there's so much. Yeah, if you can barely hear me, I got some TMJ happening. I'm sorry, y'all. But do you remember Joyce Jarreau?
Yeah.
Do you remember when Brandy almost called her the N-word because she wouldn't get in the pool? Remember when Brandy almost called her the N-word when she wouldn't get in the pool?
She didn't call her the N. Did she? She said black
she
people don't know
wanted
how
to, she was gonna call her the N-word, but she said, "You're a black person. You're like black, right? You black, right? Is that why you're not getting in the pool?"
I do remember that. Yes, I remember that.
And then what really smacked them was Joyce said, "Yeah, I am black. I'm black. I'm Indian, and I'm Spanish.
Yeah.
Got a problem with that?"
Yeah.
And you notice she only lasted one season.
Okay.
Because she told Brandy she would whoop her behind.
I would love to see that.
Brendan! So what is your point in saying that? You're saying that Andy's racist?
He let that happen. He let that happen.
He cannot control what comes out of Brandy Glanville.
No, but listen. He let that happen. Then he allowed them to gang up on Joyce at the reunion. About all of that.
Y'all are calling me gullible. I don't see. Brandy Glanville says the most deplorable things. Nobody can control what she says.
And then y'all
has
forget
nothing to do with Andy Cohen.
You forget she threw that whole entire, almost a whole wine bottle on the child from the stories. What's her name? Eileen.
She's a loose cannon. She's a basket case.
Yeah.
So let's use another example of how Andy's race is not the basket case, because she is just a basket case.
Okay, now
Lisa Vanderpump.
Oh,
True.
I got one. Remember when Kenya, when them fans had pulled up in Kenya's yard and she pulled out her gun?
Oh,
and he was asking them,
yeah.
did they have guns? And then he asked, did they all have
Kenya
guns?
Moore pulled out a gun?
Yeah, it was on Inside Edition.
Wait, what?
These fans pulled up to her gates.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
it wasn't
she
on the
told
show.
no, it wasn't on the show.
Hold on, let me bring up
She
Miriam.
told
She's going crazy.
she told them, if you don't get away.
Hey, Miriam.
Hi, guys.
Hey, what's happening? What's happening?
So Brandy so Kenya pulled out a gun on who?
It was
Some
some fans
crazy
that had
fans.
pulled out where she to her house.
Into her backyard. And she said, yes, I have a gun. And he brought that up in the reunion.
Wow.
Yeah.
And asked them, did they have a gun? Like basically asked everybody. I think he asked them, did they all have a gun? And they said, yeah. And then he asked if they have guns there. And so the fact that he was saying this shit about the fact that this stuff happened with Croy.
Well, so Sharrell, I agree with you about I don't think we can
hear. I'm going to mute you for a second.
I don't think we can go to the length of saying that Andy is racist, but there's a lot of prejudice, white privilege, and microaggressions in the
like
double
what?
standard.
Give me an example.
Everything that everybody mentioned. Let's just just to compare apples to apples. Teresa, she's still like the goddess of all franchises. She put New Jersey on the map. Hey, shout out to New Jersey. But she's the one who encouraged Danielle to pull Margaret's hair. And yet Monique, she was made an example of, even using her in This Is Us, when the guy is holding the baby and saying, "Don't be a Monique." I feel like they don't treat well those who do not need them. Monique already had money before coming into the franchise, and that's not a plus for them because they cannot really be manipulated. They can be instigated, and with enough provoking from Candace, that was the perfect storm. Which again, I wish she never did that. But everybody has their breaking point. I think I would have done worse if I was Monique, to be honest. But I mean, I don't condone violence, but everybody has their breaking point. And it's like he always has had that double standards. We had, like, in Miami, they're all white. And what's her name? The Brazilian
Miami was not all white. They had some Latinos.
No, I know Latinos, but then again, they were never reprimanded for, like, what's their name of the Brazilian girl when she punched Joanna in the face?
I didn't watch that.
She used to call her Joanna, by the way. That's hilarious. And also we have, like, Lisa, when she broke the glass, she was extremely violent in Amsterdam. There is Brandy. Yes, he can control her, and he loves her for that because she's outrageous. He loves outrageous people to come. So I feel like there's a lot of microaggressions, and even in the way that he is, like, now they keep replaying doing of Vanderpump Rules with all the kids that were kicked out. Why are you putting them back on the screen if you don't condone their
Miriam,
yes,
microaggressions are racism.
Oh yeah, I totally get it.
So he's racist.
Thank you.
No microaggressions.
Thank you.
Yes, that was another way of calling him that. I agree with you because you can feel it also, like the
call
way
a spade, Miriam. Let's not sugarcoat it. We don't sugarcoat over here.
The way that they treated Garcelle was outrageous. Like, and for Dorit to yell at her like that, they never yelled at Erica. Erica is the bully itself, but she's white. She has light colored eyes. It's okay for her to do everything. And in the preview, she's telling Crystal, "Is this enough like anger for you?" But she was being angry towards Crystal, not towards Tom, who she's laying his defense. And all this reunion in Beverly Hills, it's another way of them drawing the narrative. He pretended to be asking her the hard questions, which he didn't come up with them. It was us. Everybody's asking those questions. I'm sure he coached her on how to answer because she was very like, "And you will see, I am compassionate." It's like she rehearsed everything. And for me, for all the other women, nobody pushed back on her. Nobody pushed back on her saying, "But the timeline doesn't apply." Yes, you did lie to us out of protecting or scared, but you lied to us. You portrayed to us that he was that supportive husband that you love. And other thing that they should have pushed back on her when she says, "I love that man." How do you love a man and you leave him when he needs you the most? I tell you, when his money runs out. That's exactly what you did. But even in the pushback, it's like it was a common sense. It was a common agreement. Nobody of you pushed back on Erica. All of them were silent. Not even Sutton and Garcelle, which I feel like they were instructed not to push back on Erica because they pushed back on her enough during the season. Yes, microaggressions all the way, every day, left and right. And he always builds up
microaggressions. Coach, microaggressions, undertone, just call it a spade. Shit is shit and racist is racist. I don't like that. Because you cannot say, "No, it's not shit, it's diarrhea." No, it's shit.
Exactly. And remember when Big Lips threatened Kim's life?
Yes.
After the what is it? Denmark trip or whatever?
Yeah.
Remember, it was in the never before scenes, and why he ain't say nothing to her.
Well, let me ask you this, and this is the last question, and then we got to get ready for Perry's show. Is this the beginning of the end for Andy Cohen?
Probably not.
I think so.
I think he will be okay no matter what because of all the money that he's accrued. But I think it's like the beginning of the end of the Housewives, the way we know, because there is what we used to love about it. It was really kind of a documentary, cameras following them and their day-to-day fabulous life. The moment that he stopped bringing real money to the franchise that was the beginning of the end, and it's catching up. If you see in Beverly Hills, the only one that has money now there is Garcelle. And Garcelle, she's under threat because Garcelle, she doesn't need the show to be relevant, Dorit. She has a talk show. She has everything that all the other women want.
So her talk
She's
show
a
is about to
model.
grow.
Who knew Dorit before
She's a
Boy George?
producer. She's a producer. So in Beverly Hills, there's only Crystal, who we know her now because of her husband.
Oh, she just got a job with Disney.
Garcelle and Sutton. These are the three that have real money. All others, they need the show. This is why they do whatever Andy wants. And it's becoming tiresome because it's not like it used to be. They're not real friends hanging out. There's nothing in common with them. And just I want to say something about Candace. I admire what she said, what they quoted her on the book, but why did she come back? If that's the case, she came back. So now what? Now what's going to happen? Like really, this is truly about Face. And to be honest with you, her days are counted, I think, too, because the way that they portrayed her, like showing her the behavior this season, it doesn't matter if she
didn't do nothing wrong.
Hold on, I got it. Let's wrap it up because Perry has a show in 10 minutes.
Hey,
Perry. All right. You got saved by
brought it today.
Y'all
brought it today. Thank you so much. I love stimulant conversation, and that's what we had. So it was good. All right. Thank you guys for calling in.
Love you too.
Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Have a nice weekend.
You too.
Okay. Again, another vigorous conversation. I mean, when we break it down, we break it down. It was a really good video today. Gabor, I'm so thankful you came. Let me give you a day off, please. I don't want to overwork you, but I love how you show up and show out. You always bring a good show. So thank you, Gabor and Perry. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm completely out of time backstage. If I didn't get to your call, I'm really sorry. I wanted to thank everyone for your super chat. You don't have to support the channel, and you do. We're like a family over here, and we get down and dirty, and we talk about it, and no one holds back, and I really, really love that. All right, you guys, let's say bye on 3.
Well, I just said this. Hey, I'm going on in 13 minutes on Perry Sanders' YouTube channel to talk about jobs you got fired from or should have and why. If you want to just kick back for a good 45 minutes to an hour, we'll be there in about 13 minutes.
And Andy, invite us to the clubhouse. Me and Perry going to have a gun. Sharrell going to have her blade.
All right, you guys, let's say bye on 3. 1, 2, 3. Bye, guys.
Bye.